Welcome back to the USM Fanzine podcast. I am your host, Ryan Langdon, and in today's episode, I want to start with the idea of halftime shows. Now, halftime shows are seen as an event that bring people together through music and atmosphere, and when I think of some halftime shows, I often gravitate towards thinking about the Super Bowl, where iconic stars from Michael Jackson to the Rolling Stones to Rihanna have all performed. And this year, it was recently announced that the Puerto Rican artist and singer Bad Bunny will be the headline star for the upcoming Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Now, since the announcement, there has been some controversy, yet Bad Bunny isn't letting that stop him as he spoke to the occasion with anticipation on Saturday Night Live. And let's take a quick look at what he had to say.
You might not know these, but I'm doing the Super Bowl halftime show. And I'm very happy. I'm very happy, and I think everyone is happy about it. Even Fox News.
Bad Bunny is my favorite musician, and he should be the next president.
Now, despite Bad Bunny's lighthearted comments about the Super Bowl halftime show and how everyone will enjoy it, there has been some concerns and even negative reactions sparked online after the Puerto Rican artist was announced to be headlining the Super Bowl 60 halftime show. Even in fact, a fan-generated movement emerged on change.org that saw fans campaigning for artists like George Strait or even Kid Rock to replace Bad Bunny, and the petition really listed their claims as that in recent years that the Super Bowl performance has gone on to lean towards modern pop and international artists, and while the approach certainly broadens the audience, it's pivotal to them to remember the roots that have made American music what it is today. And this petition further reaffirms that artists like George Strait is a staple in American musical history, how his songs resonate with a diverse demographic, welcoming both longtime fans or newcomers, compared to Bad Bunny's music as they see it ill-fitting for an event that is designed to bring people together, calling the artist's work drag and performances and style that is the opposite of what families expect on football's biggest stage, ultimately concluding with George Strait embodies unity, tradition, and the timeless American music that truly deserves the 2026 Super Bowl spotlight. Other people have gone on to weigh in, such as President Donald Trump, calling the decision to be absolutely ridiculous and crazy, and Turning Point USA, a political movement, has also sponsored an all-American halftime show as a form of protest. Now, there is a flip side to this, as NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell responded to criticism with a reassured outlook, stating, quote, "It's an important stage for us, an important element to the entertainment value. It's carefully thought through. I think it's going to be an exciting and a united moment." Bad Bunny also released a further statement responding to the outcry with nobility as he says, quote, "It's more than a win for myself. It's a win for all of us, the Latino community. Our footprints and our contribution in this country, no one will ever be able to take that away or erase from us." Other news outlets like Hilltop News writer Jeremiah DeMis expresses his support in an article praising the decision to include more artists on one of the biggest stages. Quote, "As someone with Mexican heritage, it's beautiful to see that someone will be able to represent the culture. It's comforting to know that someone will be able to represent millions of people on one of the most popular stages in the world. It's something that will have compelled a younger version of myself to say, there was someone who represented my culture at the Super Bowl." Yahoo Sports also weighs in, claiming that the move is perfect as no other artist is better than Bad Bunny for reaching the larger audiences and inclusivity that the NFL is seeking to bring to the game. So, with all of this information in mind, the good and the bad, it will be interesting to see the general public reaction to the halftime show this year. I'm personally very interested in how the audience connects with Bad Bunny's music and how it stands compared to other artists we previously mentioned, like the Rolling Stones, Michael Jackson, or Rihanna. Since Bad Bunny's music is primarily in Spanish, I'm wondering, will audience members and families still resonate with the music even if they don't speak Spanish? Or will the atmosphere be enough to get their attention through the ambiance, through the light shows, so on and so forth? And as Change.org previously mentioned, halftime shows are progressively leaning more towards pop music, which can be seen through artists such as Kendrick Lamar, who had an astounding 2025 halftime show that brought in a record-breaking 133.5 million viewers. That was also followed by Usher's 2024 halftime show that brought in 129 million viewers. So time will ultimately tell as we get closer to the big game, and I'm very curious to see how that will be based on reception. Will the NFL be successful in casting a wider net and getting that variety and content, also larger viewership that they want? And I think that really just depends on how that halftime show is received. And speaking of time, that is all the time we have for today. But what do you think about the halftime show? Do you think it'll be a hit, or do you think it will fall flat? Let us know your thoughts, and until the next episode, this has been Ryan Langdon from the USM Fanzine Podcast. Thank you.